Alright, this one is Native Americans in the United States were more advanced, and the Smithsonian lied to everyone. Yeah, I would imagine that the Native Americans and my ancestors would have been a lot more advanced. That's all I'm saying, and I think history dumbed us down to be like fucking Neapolitan Neanderthals, which isn't fair to us. Okay. Okay, so we have the Page of Swords with talent, best buds, and best friends. We have size, we have widow, we have crone, divorce, loneliness, and grief. We have journey, we have travel, urgency, we have benefits, we have taking off, physical trip, vacation, self-discovery. We have priest, we have faith, power of prayer, a church or a chapel, spiritual, late nights. Okay. We have soldier, man in uniform. He will love you, but he will leave you. He's a playboy, person of authority. Okay, we have a Knight of Pentacles. We have caution. We have traditional relationship. Okay, we have King of Cups. With expression, long-term relationships. Then we have death. We have say goodbye, farewell, finalization, and endings. So, with everything going on, with Native Americans, we did have our own culture. We also never fought each other. Mostly, us fighting would be over something that was either out of sport, manhood, or becoming of age, I guess. And, like, people always say, oh, you guys fought the, listen, we didn't fight ancient tribes of ourselves. Our ancient tribes, going over a land bridge or whatever, there were tribes of that, and then there were sub-branches of that to modern day, okay? We did not force extinction our ancestors for any reason. Mostly it was like guys being guys for sport. They used to play and hunt and come together and all that. There was a lot of trades going on between tribes and marriages between tribes and things. And to keep the bloodline, sturdy, safe, and making alliances with other tribes for different reasons. So it would be an easy passage through territories. Anyway, let's get into the reading. Okay, you will receive the gifts you want and will enjoy surprises you get. Someone's values will match yours. Feeling beautiful. We have the codependencies. Okay. Alright, that's pretty cool. Well, it's trade, so you would get like a little bit of what they do and what they do. I think the silver jewelry is the coolest. But anyway, I should get back into my beadwork. That's so pretty. Okay, we have friends which you don't want around. We have loyal to the wrong people. We have follower who is not supporting you online. We have unhappy pets. We have parliament. We have a good person, someone with moral values and policies. Someone who always tries to do their best. Someone who is positive influences. We have an eagle's nest. We have having enough money to go around. The start of the financial stream. We have drinking alcohol for good times and needing to drink enough water. We have the number 50. That can be an angel number. That can be a random number. That can be a number that has meaning to you. There's confirmation here, so there's that. Okay, we have let tragedy nourish the soul of rebirth. Everything is food for growth. Be liberated by your own acceptance of profound change. We have turn up. And then we have a beautiful woman. We have a woman's beauty. We have gifts of wine. We have a costly gift. We have a woman's investments. We have a businesswoman. We also have other things here. But yes, with Native American culture, depending on which Native American or indigenous people you look at, with Sioux Indians, a woman can be a chief, a male can be a chief. Also, a female can be a warrior, and a female can be a hunter-gatherer, as it were. With males, they can do everything. Like, that's Sioux Indians for you. Just wherever you feel it necessary, you can be who you are. It's not a big deal. But yeah, with Sioux Indians, kind of moves around between New York and North Dakota, and also Plains. But we were the ones that traded, hunted, and traded meats and stuff, and then the other tribes used to give us veggies. I only know this because I didn't grow up on a reservation. I have a cousin that did, however, and she tells me all these things about the Sioux Indian culture and all this, which I find fascinating. So I'm always willing to entertain conversations with her and find out. But yeah, it's a lot of stuff. But Sioux Indians are friends with all Indians. All Indians are friends with us, and all Indians are friends amongst each other. The Navajo Indians, the Cherokee Indians, and Sioux Indians all get along because of me. It was a weird story. But, yeah, I got my Native American name from a tribe of Cherokees, which I found was really funny. My my plain Indian friends were like, "Oh, why did you do that?" I was like, "I don't know. It was fun." But I thought it was a cute name. Like, they knew I was Sioux Indian by heritage or whatever. And they just gave me one that was fitting to my heritage, which I thought was very awesome. We went through the whole naming ceremony and all. But yeah, I love that stuff, you know. But I just don't like the way that, like, people have handled it throughout the years. Like, they act like Native Americans don't exist and that we're all Mexicans or something. No, we're all we're all natives here. We all look like where we came from. There's a few of us that look really like Native American, and we raise horses, or we raise fowl, or we raise water things. I don't know what they're called. They're like water mounds for food and stuff. But yeah, there's a lot of us that like to do that stuff. Just do Native American thing. I just don't like the fact that Native American schools got closed and a lot of the Native American resources and celebrations got closed. They used to have their Native American gatherings at Albatross, that prison that closed down. And it was like land for the Native Americans. And then they closed that down and they were like, you can't go here anymore. Some people still go, but yeah, I don't know. It's like limitation to Native Americans. They didn't realize how many Native Americans were in the United States. There's a lot of us. And we get along with most people, but like, there's some people that are just naive. They think that we fought a war. Native Americans don't fight wars. We have, like, I don't know, like muscle fights, I guess you'd say. It's not like wrestling, it's like weapons and stuff, but it's like it's weapons that, you're named for. Like you get your namesake of being a hunter from your prowess, like fighting somebody else from a different tribe. It's a man fight. Sometimes women, go against women with that too, to get like their scars and be called like their warrior name, and then their minked name is like this, their child name is this. It's like it's the metamorphosis of the person. It's pretty nice. But yeah, I always love those little rain dances. The rain dances were traditionally for the gathering of all Native Americans in one place for the rainy season, because the rainy season would happen in the East Coast and the West Coast, and the plains would happen more around like the middle of the year or something, around May and June. So it's a nice gathering place. Um, Native American food is mostly flatbread, like that's, I don't know how to say it. It's mostly everything on the Taco Bell menu. Baked beans is a Native American dish. Um, I think like any leftover thing of like the animal that's made into gravy is Native American, and corn is, vegetables are. Um, a lot of like fish. I think the first lobster was at the first Thanksgiving. That was I think Cherokee or Kamateo Indian or something. I don't remember all these names. There's a lot of different Native American tribes. But yeah, there's a lot of things. Like people don't know what's like American and what's like not. Like there's some European stuff here and some Native American stuff here. But yeah, baked beans is definitely Native Americans. We have those like every so often. It's good stuff. Um, like we have like chalupa type things, uh, with the fried bread and then vegetables, meat, and a little bit of cheese on there and all that. It's pretty good. It's like a donut bread, but it's pretty cool. Mm, I really want some fried bread right now. Get some donuts. Okay, I'm gonna leave it here, but yeah, Native Americans used to have like paved roads and stuff, and like their own culture, their own like point of democracy, I guess you'd call it. Yeah. Um, had tribal meetings and tribal gatherings and stuff. Um, Tribal ceremonies like weddings sometimes. It depends what time of year it was or when like certain people were getting into the finding pairs. But yeah, like we had our own culture. I mean, I don't know why they were calling us savages for so many years. Yeah, we were definitely not savages. I mean, we were a little naive, but we knew who we were as people. But yeah, we had our own code of conduct, and it's more spiritually based. Native Americans have always been more spiritually based, more centered around community and values and harmony and stuff like that. But we do have to stay true to our animal names and our prowess as hunters, gatherers, and nurturers of environment. So it's a lot of that too. But yeah, I really feel bad about the schools closing. Ah, those are so cool. More relaxed schools Native Americans have. It was just Like they taught about like code of conducts with the symbols and everything. Really nice. I don't know. Government always wants to limit people that have their own stuff, you know. Anyway, I'll see you in the next reading. You can learn more about the Native Americans if you would like to. But yeah, there's a lot of stuff about Native American culture that's pretty cool. And there's a lot of different Native Americans. My family's like a small portion of it. Our entire race was like went through genocide, so there's a big portion of my family tree that never saw the light of day. But yeah, you hear about them in stories about their prowess and hunting abilities. A lot of women hunters and a lot of male gatherers, or it depends on what season it is too and stuff, and how they found the coyote in the hills and all this, and how they stayed away from that spot because coyotes are a form of evil natured things. Also, some birds are, but like all birds, depending on what they're doing, they can be forms of good. Also, it's pretty funny. But yeah, I just love hearing those things. It's nice because it takes you out of yourself. Like you're so into like money, this, and it stacks up on you. But with Native Americans, it's like we're all just gonna get together and we're just gonna talk and we're gonna have some fun. We're just gonna eat food, maybe dance, maybe fight to find our cause in life and purpose. But yeah, the fighting isn't really a big deal. It's to see how big you are as a warrior. Really, it's a pretty interesting technique of finding out who is like king of the hill almost. But yeah, it's pretty cool. Anyway, hopefully this gave you something and made your social studies from 4th grade a little bit more interesting. I know, like, the only thing we knew about Native Americans in 4th grade was the fact that they had little tribes. That was it. That was chapter 1, and that was it. Got into like North Carolina and all that mess, looking for gold and such. Anyway, I'll see you later, okay? Bye.